All right, welcome to episode 4 of Reality Rundown, where we will be recapping the first vote and eviction of Big Brother All Stars. I'm here with my co-host Christian Holman, and let's just get right into it. So first of all, I want to talk about why it wasn't live.
Was that not live? I didn't
No,
realize
it
it
wasn't.
live.
No, it wasn't live. They taped it I think an hour, 6:30 Eastern time. So that would be hour and a half before it starts. Yeah, so I don't know why. No one could figure it out. No one knew why, but yeah, it wasn't live.
Yeah, this is news to me. Maybe possibly something big happened in the house, or maybe something in.
Well, no, nothing was off sorts. Like even they didn't really know what was going on. They were just on the live feeds before they were just talking about how it wasn't going to be live, and then it wasn't clear. They always make a point the first live vote and eviction, and they never said live one time the whole night.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Maybe I don't know. We might not be getting live evictions this year.
I just think it's where there's no crowd, and I think it's eventually going to be live. It's just taking them some time to work out the kinks.
It was really odd not having a crowd in there to cheer when people or cheer or boo people got sent out the door.
Well, not only that, just at the start of everything, just all of it was weird. This episode starts with Cody. I think it was him in the DR, right? And he was just talking about how he wants Kevin gone, but he doesn't want to go around telling everybody that. He wants the house kind of to make that decision on their own. Maybe drop subtle hints, but not be this is what I want and this is what's going to happen. Which,
yeah,
fair.
Yeah, initially I was a couple days ago even I've been thinking I want Kevin to stay. But then during tonight's episode, I just no. I want
he doesn't do anything for me at all.
He's so
whiny.
He's whiny and he looks miserable.
Yeah, and he just keeps pulling the pity card of I just don't think I should be here. I don't think you're here. Who cares if you should be here? You're here, so play.
Yeah.
Don't cry the whole time you're here.
You made it to final. He made it top 4, top
3? I think he was third. Yeah.
David was first eliminated. So
yeah.
What are you saying, Mr. Kevin?
Kevin didn't even play the game. Not Kevin, but David didn't even play the game. He was in camp.
David had his first vote in All Stars.
It's so dumb. It is so dumb. That was the extent of that. I mean, Cody just not wanting to put it out there that he wants him gone, which he did all week, but he wanted the house to kind of decide. Janelle talked to Christmas about the vote, and both
nothing.
Not literally. Yeah, I mean, Christmas was nobody's saying anything, no one's doing anything, which.
And Janelle just kept being well, I wonder who it's gonna be.
Yeah,
just shooting at her well, she's obviously not giving you anything. Maybe you should say something. That'd be cool.
But I don't know why everybody's freaking out to say anything. It's not it's the first week. Nobody cares either way. If people would have went to Janelle and Kaser, even though they wanted Keisha to stay and be we're voting Keisha out, they would just be all right, fine. I'm not gonna push for it then. Cool. And even Janelle said, she was past seasons I would have been screaming hey, I want Keisha to stay. Hey, we need to keep Keisha. But Keisha's got to do something for herself. Even just a little bit, and Keisha did nothing. So
that's definitely
you can only do so much.
Yeah,
100%.
And she's also been evicted at least three previous times. I don't know if she may have had a battle back too, made it 4 or 5. But she's been evicted at least 3 times, so she probably learned by now. Maybe I should calm myself.
Sit in the shadows, just relax. Don't go out, because that is her game. Her game is very straightforward, very pushy, very not floating whatsoever. So
no.
I'm sure it's very hard for her to do that.
Grab a life vest.
Then it goes to Memphis and Cody talking upstairs, which they have done I think every morning. They go up there every morning. It's just them two up there in the room right outside the HOH room with that big bed. There's 2 chairs, and they sit there every morning and talk. And so I guess this was the first time they did it, and they were just talking about how it's them two, they like each other, and then they throw out the Renegades, the Hitmen, and then he goes, the Commission, which, I mean, he acted he thought it was awesome, but I was it's all right.
Commission. think about the commissioner. You got all those big commissioners. They have all the power. That's what they do. So that's what he's going for.
I mean, it's all right. It's fine, but
no, it's not a crazy great name. It's okay. I kind of like it, but it's not. With them, I think the commission would have been better for Enzo and Cody, because it would have
But they
seemed
would-
more like that Jersey mob stuff. I can't do an accent, but I'm gonna go for it. But
but they went with the Roots.
yeah,
Like,
the Ruse,
no, not
the Kangaroos.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, that was weird to me though, because I thought it was gonna be Cody and Memphis. Like Cody was gonna be with Memphis to the end, but like tonight he seemed like Memphis is my guy, or Enzo. I mean, he was gonna be with Enzo until the end.
Yeah.
But now he seems like
It's week 1. It's subject to change very quickly. All it takes is Enzo to target the wrong person, and then
true.
then
No,
he's
but what I was going with that
immediately.
is tonight it made it seem like Cody was like final two to the end with Memphis. So
I know he even elaborated saying, "I need someone who was willing to take
okay,
the fall for me."
yeah.
So,
Oh, you're right. He said that he was. Yeah, he's just using him as a shield. You're right.
which
Yeah,
I think he also wants to work with him and take him far, but he's also
To an
not going
extent.
to lose any sleep whenever Memphis
Yeah.
gets evicted before
yeah.
him.
That's true. Then it goes to Tyler and Bailey, which I love this part because it showed the the big
bloody
fight.
mouth.
Yeah.
You
Which
should apologize.
I think we already talked about this where they like patched things over and they talked about the last
Yeah.
season they were on together, but they just showed this. They showed the talk or a little bit of it, and then they showed the flashback to the fight, which man, crazy. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, the fight was so pointless, but like it was like meaningful to the season. Literally, the reason
Yeah,
they were
like-
fighting was so over nothing, and
And Tyler like wasn't even saying anything. She came out of nowhere and just started going nuts. And Tyler was like, "I'm not doing this. Like, I'm not fighting. I'm not doing this." And she just went crazy, like
yeah,
crazy.
which
crazy.
he apologized again on this season for it.
Well, I'm sure she went back and watched and was like, "What is going on? Like,
Well,
why am I doing this?"
He apologized like on this episode for it. He's like, "Yeah, I'm sorry. I was rude to you. I can't believe I did that, but we're good now." And she's like, "Oh yeah, there's no reason. We should work together." And that's what we're seeing now.
Yeah. So from there we go. Honestly, this whole like first half was kind of boring. It just kind of went to like different people talking, making stuff, which I don't think anything is set in stone yet. But it goes to Nicole A and Kevin, which again, talking yesterday, I don't know why he didn't pick Nicole A. Like even on the smallest chance that she will use it, it's more than Enzo was going to use it. Like
I don't know. I think Enzo is more likely to, just because Enzo would be more willing to make a big move.
True, but he was working with Nicole. Like him and Nicole talked, like they like each other. They like I don't know. That's just me.
Yeah.
But Nicole, she says in the DR she wants to go to the final two with Kevin. Kevin's her guy. She's sticking with Kevin, which sure, whatever. I mean,
also isn't a bad idea not to show who you're working with early on.
True, yeah. But I mean, if he goes home, she's screwed. But she got. I mean, I think everybody kind of knew that where the numbers were, and he was definitely staying.
And even during Eviction, he's freaking out. He needs like a legitimate chill pill. Like if chill pills are real, he needs one.
He's just like on edge all the time for no reason.
Yeah, I just can't handle the sadness.
From there we go back to Memphis and Cody. Like I said, they talk there every morning. This may have been the same day. I don't know. Either way, they're talking about how they want to get 4 more people in, but never talk to each other. How do you think that's going to work?
Yeah, that doesn't sound good.
No.
Based like the way you say it, but I feel like that isn't the way they're doing it. I feel like
They're never going to be
wanna
in
get
one
together. They want to get together without getting together, without like everyone being in the same room. But that's how I think. There was a season very recently where there was a decently sized alliance, and they didn't all be in the same room very often. I'm fairly certain.
I mean, if they that's true, that's fair, but like if they never once or like never like at all go and be in the same room with each other and all be together and talk, it's not going to work.
No,
it's
absolutely
just
not. Yeah, you have 6 people who are going to do their own thing.
Yeah.
And how is it an alliance if you're not all working together? Like, it's
There's got to be you have to talk, you have to trust.
And also,
like,
if I don't know if you remember this, but I remember when I played the game Telephone as a child. What happened on the first Telephone was good, but by the end of it, it goes into something crazy. So
yeah, and then
they're gonna be getting wrong messages, and then people are gonna get blamed for things, and
which I think that group could work. Memphis, Cody, Tyler, was it Davon?
Say it again.
it was Memphis, Cody, Tyler.
Memphis, Cody, Christmas, Nicole.
Oh, Christmas. Yeah, Christmas, Nicole, and Bailey.
Was Bailey in? I didn't think Bailey was in that.
I think it was. I could have been wrong. Christmas, Tyler, Danny, and Nicole F. Yeah, you're right. My bad.
Yeah, it was Danny.
Yeah. So, I mean, that could be a good group, but the way they're going about it, I don't think it's going to work. Just don't see it happening.
Yeah, I think as like a group of names, I think it's solid. But the idea of not being together, which I think they will get together, but
especially with
privately.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say this. With this idea, with Memphis is like we're gonna all go to different people, or I'm gonna talk to everybody like one at a time. Like everybody he went to, he was like, "You're the first person I've talked about this."
Well, did he say the first to everyone or just Tyler? They only showed who said to Tyler.
He did it to everybody.
But I hope he did it to everybody.
He did it to everybody.
That's what I was really hoping.
He did it to everybody. Yeah, they only showed Tyler, but yeah, he did it to everybody. Which I was like, I get it in a way, but like, wow, like why throw that in there just on the off chance like someone else circles back and it's like, how do you know about this?
Well, he just told me. He told me first. He told me first, which would make for some great TV.
Yeah, there's just no reason not to do that. This is where I was getting Davon and Bailey. Davon, Bailey, Enzo, and Cody. So who was it that started? I think it was Enzo, maybe? Enzo and Cody No, it was Bailey and Davon. They were talking. They're like, we got to get some people. And they're like, Enzo and Cody. So they go and talk to them. They go to the HOH room, and they said there are 4. They're locked in. So we got Cody, Enzo together, Bailey, Davon together, coming together, and then just see what happens. I mean...
Yeah,
I think it's solid.
I think it might work. I don't think it's gonna work. But I think it might work. They're going into it with the whole idea already of if they go down, they're already shields. Like,
yeah.
Whenever you're looking at your alliance as they're already shields, it's probably
and also
not
like
gonna work out great.
This first week, nobody's gotten a hot head. No one's like freaked out. No one's gotten mad. Just wait till that. Just wait. Well, I'm not really though. He's kind of just cried. No one's gotten like angry and like yelled and gotten in a fight. Like I feel like in a couple weeks, it's really gonna start getting like real dicey, and I do too, really. But right now, everybody's like loving each other. Everybody's good with each other. But I think once people start going in on each other, things are gonna get a little mixed up.
I want fire and brimstone this season. I just want everything. I want the house to burn down. I want bottles being broken. I want chaos in this house.
So then it goes to Christmas talking to Cody about how she wants to keep Keisha, which I don't know how long this lasted, but it couldn't have been long because I don't even know why they showed this because there was never really a time where it was like Keisha's really going to be like Keisha's staying. I think like there was like, I guess Christmas and Nicole F were the only 2 people that said it. He shut it down, so it was like that was it. But they showed that, and I think that was like the extent of Keisha's campaign. Like she had Christmas for maybe 5 minutes.
Yeah, I can't really comment much on it, but yeah, Keisha didn't really seem to try too hard to stay in the house.
And for me, I feel like that would have been like, let's keep Keisha. She doesn't care to be here. It's going to be an easy target going forward. No one's going to care if she leaves. So, like, why throw her? Like, clearly...
not going to cry the entire time like Kevin and beg people to keep him, which means you could probably make her a pawn. Kevin will be unstable as a pawn, even if he's told he's a pawn.
Yeah.
While Keisha's going to be upset probably and mad about it.
But she's not going to do anything. She just sits there.
So...
Yeah, and like even with Kevin, he's like at least going around talking to people, making relationships. You can be like, Keisha's literally not talking to anybody, not doing anything. Why don't we keep her as an easy target going forward? Like, it doesn't really make sense, but I get it for the people that are working with Kevin. I don't know.
Yeah, it's I mean, Kevin lost, but maybe he'll regain my trust.
No,
but as of now, I'm out on Kevin.
I think it's just gonna be like this all year. He's gonna be used as a pawn, and he's gonna cry. He's gonna.
Yeah, he's the little version of Josh Martinez.
No. Josh is like Kevin's like a 3. Josh is a 10.
Yeah.
So that's about the extent of all that talk. I mean, the first 30%, 35, 40% of the episode was just people talking to different people. There really wasn't, like, even though they were showing it, there wasn't much like that we got. It was very brief, very like, what do you think? And then everybody's just like, I don't know. Like, I think maybe we could work with this person, and then that was it. That's all they showed. So, like, we didn't get much, but from what you saw, do you see anything that's going to, like, stick tight and that think they're going to go, like, pretty far?
In terms of alliances, I think that the 6-person alliance might, if they will actually come together and talk about things, because I think after this first week, you're going to start seeing people not be so scared to be in the same room.
Well,
I think.
True, and also what helps is
Memphis won HOH.
That's what, yeah. Memphis being HOH is going
to him, so it makes sense for them to.
So I think Memphis is going to be in a really good spot after this week because everything that he's tried to do is going to solidify like this week because he's clearly in power. So like I think it's going to be a lot different than Cody, where Cody sat back and like wanted it all to come to him. I think he's going to go to these people and be like, this is going to happen, and then they're just going to like naturally
Which that
just
can be
up
good
there.
Or bad. It's either going to work out great or bad for him.
True. Yeah, it's either going to be he's in a really good spot or it's going to blow up in his face. But I think with the people that he picked, I think they're all pretty tight-lipped, and I think that they're gonna.
Yeah, I think pretty solid group of people. Like I think that's literally an all-star team. Like of the all-stars, that's your all-star team.
Well, except for like Janelle and Kaser. I think Janelle, you got to throw them in there.
Well, I mean, yeah, definitely, but no one wants to work with them.
True. Yeah.
I hope people will come with them soon. I want to, because once they're out of the house, I think you're going to see. It's going to be hard to see like wars happen. Mm-hmm. Like we've seen previous seasons where all the good competitors get knocked out early, or the opposing side just gets so weak where they can't even.
And then everybody just likes each other, and they're just like, let's just ride this out until the end. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I just think people are skeptical of Kaser. So I'm hoping Memphis tries to bring in Janelle, and then just by default, Kaser stays. But like, I'm just hoping that he doesn't just ride with all the new school players, and he reaches out to Janelle, which could happen. They talk a lot, but
yeah, I think there's a good chance we see Janelle Kaser on the block this week.
I disagree, but we'll get to that. So we go to the vote, which again, it was very, very typical, very just like you knew it was going to happen, you knew it was going on. Anything weird stick out to you? I mean, nothing for me. It was just very straightforward. 13-0 Keisha.
No, that was really normal. Tyler bumped his knee when he was leaving and was limping the whole way. So, I mean, is Tyler out for the season? Is he coming back?
I think he's all right. I think
we're going to need some insight on that.
Yeah, I thought maybe she might get 1 or 2 votes just as sympathy. Nothing. 13-0.
No, definitely no sympathy. If one person voted that, the whole house is freaking out, and you're going to see chaos, which I would have loved.
True. And if Memphis does it, he wins HOH anyways. Everybody forgets in a week. Who really cares? Also, what I hated about this was they were like, they get started, and they're like, David, you're first. Everybody like goes nuts. Like, and then they make it a point, it's David's first time voting as an all-star. It's like, why? Like, this is so stupid. Like,
it's just like diminishing credibility of all-stars.
It's stupid. It's so stupid. Yeah, it's like, I hate it. Also, what I hate is how every single person says, I'm sadly voting to evict, or like, whatever they say, like, they're sad about it. No, you're not. Like, you're not sad about it. You don't even talk to this person. So, like, you're not sad.
Well, she's just a living legend and a role model or something. What was it that they wanted? The beautiful, legendary
all-star.
Kesha.
Kesha, yeah. Kesha. She'll
forever be remembered as Kesha.
I just hate how everybody says that every single time, no matter what. Even if you hate the person, like, I sadly vote to evict Kesha.
Well, sometimes you get to see people say they gladly, which I like that.
Yeah, true.
I remember on the show, I'm just going to rip everyone every single time I vote to evict.
when you make it?
As long as I don't get Kesha'd.
So, I mean, again, nothing crazy. Nothing crazy at the vote, unless you have anything there. I don't.
No, there's nothing happened at the vote. I like that. Well, literally, as soon as Keisha said,
we'll just roll with Kesha.
As soon as Kesha said, I wish some of you good luck. I was like, please don't evict her.
That's what I meant.
Please don't evict her.
That's what I meant. What was that about?
Well, people didn't talk to her the last day.
Yeah, she talked about it. Yeah.
Yeah, which happens all the time, which drives me insane. Like, people do that in, like, week 4 or 5, when there's a good chance there's a secret power in the house. At least buddy up to them. Let them know that you...
Well, I don't know.
That they're safe.
Oh, okay, yeah. I like a good blindside though. Like if we get
Well, that was exactly. That's what
Yeah,
I want. I want
like-
a blindside. Buddy up to them, well know they're safe, and then you send them packing.
But I mean, this week there really wasn't any reason to do that. Like they should have just been like, "You're going home. I'm sorry."
Yeah, they should have just told her what was up, or at least just treated her well. I hate when the whole like, oh, we think we're putting you on the block, now let's act awkward around you. No, when you think someone's going home, you act more normal to them.
Well,
that way they don't feel like anything's fishy.
True, especially like before like jury votes. Yeah, you need to like be nice and like, but pre jury, who cares? They're going home. Why does it matter? So from there she talks to Julie. Really didn't get much. Really, like they didn't like spoil anything. There was no like information given. So that makes me think there could be a battle back. But she was talking like, "You're going home. We need to get a picture."
No, I don't think there's a battle back right now.
Everybody's speculating there's gonna be, like in the house.
I don't think there will be for the first few weeks. I think the first.
So you think there's gonna be a jury battle back?
Yeah, very likely.
Yeah. See, and that's what would make sense because this year, especially with like coronavirus, they would have to go back to the houses that they were sequestered in, stay there by themselves for a month, then battle back, and then go home. So like it would make way more sense for the jury. Just they all live in the jury house or whatever.
Whenever there's a battle back, anyways, they have to sequester like that, anyways.
Well, yeah, but it would be like
they don't get to go home. They don't get to do anything.
True, but they could be together. Like they don't have to be alone.
No. Whenever they all get yeah, because they would get information they're not supposed to have. I
guess maybe.
I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm fairly positive
that. True. I don't know. Either way,
I think they end up going to like the jury house or into nice little places where they're not just stuck in a single room.
Yeah. Well, they were in houses this year, but still, they were talking just like they wouldn't do it. Like they were like, if it was me and I get voted out pre-jury, just send me home. I don't want to do this. Like I can't stay there any longer. For another month, I couldn't do it. So I think it does make more sense for it to be a jury battle back if there's one. I don't think there's gonna be one. I hope there's not one because I feel like there's been one for 7 years in a row.
Yeah, and they always act surprised. We're not surprised. We actually expect it now.
Yeah,
so
I mean, it's not even a twist. It's just part of the game at this point. So we go to the HOH comp. It's just the classic phone booth style. What was it called? Big Brother Watch Party.
Yeah.
So I
enjoyed it.
It was fun.
It was a little cringy, but at the same time, it was funny. I personally was keeping score myself, and I would have got all of them right to the last question. So
I got out, I think, the third round. Because I did the same thing. That guy is the same guy they do for like all of those punishments. You realize that?
He was the alien.
The alien, the grandma on 20.
The grandma. The alien was my favorite. That alien was so funny.
Yeah, he does all that.
I'm sure he's just somebody who works like inside of CBS, like inside the Big Brother team.
And he just does it.
The funny guy.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the only thing that really stuck out. But yeah, this was just like the typical like watch this video and answer the questions. Like it's very very straightforward, very standard. The first round we had Kaser and David, good except for Kaser. I would have liked to see Kaser win. I was just glad to see David not winning. Like David being first, I was like, thank God, like it's not David.
Suiting. It just felt right seeing David be the first one out. You know?
It would have just been a really, really dumb week of David.
I can't imagine him winning anything.
Like even him, he's just like I think Cody offered like his shower. He's like, hey man, you can go up there and take a shower if you want, because he was talking about how like the showers downstairs were cold. He's like, I have hot water upstairs. You're more than welcome. He's like,
There's a good chance, as he doesn't know what's going on, that he was in the have-not shower.
He said he wanted to save that experience for when he won HOH.
Good luck with that.
Yeah. What are you doing? Second round, we had Enzo and Danny out, which, fine. Again, I was fine with that. The only really people I wanted to see win was Kaser, Janelle, Tyler. Memphis I'm fine with because my pick is Memphis, so I hope Memphis kind of like lines himself up for like the long run here. I just didn't want to see like David, Nicole A., even like Ian, I feel like would have been a really boring HOH.
I don't think you would have seen much. I'm not sure you're going to see much from Memphis's HOH in terms of like
Excitement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you might see some big groups be formed or something like that, but it won't be like exciting.
Yeah. Maybe. But I agree. Because I'm gonna tell you who my picks are for going. Well, I take that back because I think maybe he might put Bailey up, and if that happens, there will be chaos.
That would be great. It'll be
awesome.
She will blow up the house.
Because he was talking before. Well, let's finish this. So third round, Nicole and Christmas goes out. Kevin out in the fourth. Ian Janelle out on the fifth, and then the sixth round, Memphis wins. And honestly, like it was crazy because there's like four or five people left, and
everyone picked false except Memphis.
Yeah,
which I picked false too. So
I don't even remember what I picked on that one because I wasn't even paying attention. Well, I was paying, but like I wasn't like
you were already out.
I was already out.
Yeah.
So yeah, Memphis wins, which I think half the house is probably like good, and I think like the Kaser Janelles are like maybe this is good, maybe this is bad, but I think they think they're all right with Memphis, so I don't think they're really sweating it.
Yeah. What do you think? Are they?
I think they're fine.
Yeah.
It'll all depend on if Cody and Enzo and people like that are like pushing for it, which they could.
Memphis and Enzo are working together at all, though.
True, but I think with Cody, the Cody connection, I think like if Cody's up there, Enzo will be up there.
Yeah.
So I think if like those people push for it to be Janelle and Kaser, I don't know if Memphis is going to push back on that or just be like, if that's what everybody wants, like I'll do it just to keep all the blood off of his hands.
Yeah, which
especially since they've already played the safety sweep, so he won't have to worry about that. Janelle and Kaser played week 1, so
they've already played it. In general.
Yeah. So like he won't have to worry about any of that.
Well, that might be a reason why you don't throw him up because you might be like, oh, well, just get him out next week. But
maybe, but no. So before, like this was like yesterday, I think he was talking about how he wants to put up Bailey as a pawn and put her up next to Ian and get Ian out. But if you put Bailey up as a pawn, even if you tell her she's a pawn, she's gonna go
there's a
like
great chance that she ends up becoming the target because she will scream and yell, "You never talk to me! Now you're putting me up!" Because that's just how she is. She's fiery.
Yep. I feel like it'll just be straight chaos and it'll be great. But my prediction is Ian and Nicole A. That's who I think is going up.
Nicole A. That's blonde Nicole, right?
No.
Okay. I can't ever remember. So why do you think?
I just think it's gonna be easier because I think they're gonna be like, don't put Bailey up. Like it's not gonna be good. She's gonna go crazy. It's gonna be like she's gonna be mad, and then he's gonna be like, well, I don't talk to Nicole A. We have nothing. We don't talk. Like we don't talk game. We don't talk really any. So like it's gonna be easy for me to throw her up as a pawn, tell her she's a pawn, and she's not gonna like cause any rifts.
Yeah, I mean it would make more sense to use Nicole than Bailey. Just in terms of regular, in general, because Nicole hardly plays the game.
Yeah. And I agree with Ian being a big move because, like, Ian's won. Ian has won the game, and he's gonna slide by until the end because
he's
super smart. Like, I'm sure, like, I don't think he would have thrown it, but like, there's a chance he threw this comp just because he didn't want to win.
I don't think he threw it.
Yeah, I don't know if
he was freaking
did
out a few times during the comp. Like, before certain questions or after videos, he was like freaking out, spazzing.
Yeah, okay,
which I noticed that, but
yeah. I could I just think that's the right move. I mean, I don't want to see it. I like Ian. I want to see Ian stay, but Ian is a good player. He's a big player. He's won the game.
Oh yeah, Ian's a huge threat. So I mean,
everybody likes Ian. Everybody likes being around Ian.
It's weird that this is All Stars, and not many people feel like threats.
Yeah,
it's really weird how that's playing out.
Mm-hmm.
It's a real weird dynamic in the house this year.
Yeah, I feel like everybody seems like Janelle and Casey are the biggest threats, and I disagree to an extent because just like
no, they're always out at the early game. They hardly make it a jury. Kaser hasn't made a jury.
Janelle's the opposite. Janelle, the only season she didn't make it a jury was 14. The other two she did.
Yeah, but they don't make it far in a jury.
Are you sure about
her
Janelle?
First season, maybe she made it far.
I think she was like 4th or 3rd, and then her second season, I think she was like 5th or 4th.
I don't know, maybe, but
I don't remember. Either way,
people just tend to get her out because she wins too much.
She wins a lot of comps.
People like her.
But
So
I just don't think, like, especially if they're doing the new style comps, I don't think she's going to be as good as those as she was the old school comps. Which I know it's not a huge difference, but, like, I just don't think she's going to be the same player she was.
very unlikely, yeah.
And you got to think, like, they have nobody to latch onto. It's literally just them two. So, like, they can't do that much damage. Like, they don't have anybody else really going with them, so...
Yeah, I mean, I want to see them working to make some alliances in some way. Or, maybe not alliances, but at least get people on their side.
Yes, I've not seen really any of that. It's just been them two and them two alone. Like, they need to start branching out. I think they were banking on Keisha staying. I think they were banking on Memphis working with them. And then none of that really happened yet.
Having a 4. Yeah, which I think they could pull Kevin on with them.
I don't know, man. He
he'll
seems like he's all about Cody.
Which, maybe.
Doesn't make really any sense whatsoever. Cody put you up. Like, it's not
It's
like Cody saved you.
He's in a lomance.
Yeah, it's not like Cody saved you. He put you up and said, you guys pick who goes up. I don't really care.
Yeah, so I just want to see him do something.
Yeah, I agree. I just want to see some type of move be made because this last week has been really boring. Literally nothing has happened. They're struggling to put anything up because there's nothing going on. There's no talk. Like, everybody's scared to, like, make the first move. And so I'm hoping this week. And I hope it's not Ian. Like, I hope he makes, like... I don't even know who he would do. I don't even know who he would put up, like, as a threat. But, like even, like, putting Bailey and Davon up because, like, as a pair, that would be a huge move. And it would cause explosions. Like, there would be... so much chaos.
If you put Bailey and Davon, they're both going to be very mad.
And I know and I know it's a bad game move, but it would be great for us.
But I don't think he has any reason to do that.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. No, I don't think. I'm saying, like, I wish he would do something like that, just so there's chaos in the house and there's explosions and there's something fun to watch.
I mean, let's see him put some big names up, the biggest names in the house.
Because I don't see Nicole A or Ian, if that's who it is, doing anything. I think they're just gonna sit back and be like, well, Ian will. There's
a fair chance that this veto comp would actually be pretty decent for Ian. I think it's probably going to be like a more mental type veto comp.
Maybe.
Or puzzle or something.
Puzzles. I feel like I think he's
really good at puzzles, if I remember correctly.
He won a lot of comps.
Yeah, he's a good competitor.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's what I got. Do you take anything else from this episode, or do you think Memphis is going to do anything crazy, or any thoughts on Memphis being HOH?
I mean, not much. I don't. Everyone's playing so slow. We need something big to happen so the game will start. The game hasn't started yet.
I agree. I feel like this whole last week was just a waste. Like, Keisha didn't even enter the house.
Yeah, it wasn't like nothing mind blowing has happened yet.
No, nothing. Like,
I want something to happen. My jaw just dropped. That's what I'm rooting for. Some jaw dropping content.
I just want to see some explosions, some excitement. I want to see Bailey on the block just going nuts. But we'll see what happens. But with that being said, we will be back Sunday night after the episode, probably around the same time. If you're watching this on YouTube, we record these live on Twitch at twitch.tv/realityrundown around 30 minutes after every episode. So if you want to hop on there and watch it live, that'd be great. Make sure
give us a like, subscribe to us, comment. We'll probably say something back to you. Just evolve a little bit. Share it on your Facebook page. Share it. Get us out there.
I agree.
We want to make some money from this.
Holman's all about the money. So
I'm seeing green.
On that note, we will see you Sunday night. Thanks.
Absolutely. Nice seeing you guys again.